What's up guys, your girl Luca here, and oh how the mighty have fallen. We're talking Cyberpunk 2077 and CD Projekt. But before we get into that, can I ask you guys to please hit the like button? And if you do subscribe, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. So Cyberpunk 2077. I was hyped, my buddies were hyped, the media was super hyped. And CD Projekt capitalized off that with their shady marketing, and blatant lies about how the game was running well on last-gen systems, when in reality it was so broken that PlayStation took the game off their store, and they only released PC codes, which was a red flag in itself. We all remember the launch. It was disastrous, with floods of people coming through via Metacritic, YouTube, and other forms of social media to warn people of the problems they were experiencing. This game wasn't just buggy, it was broken. And CD Projekt were more than happy to serve up the steaming pile of broken garbage because they were so sure that the love that gamers had for them as a corporation, which never trust corporations, guys. This is a reminder for me too. But they were sure that there wouldn't be any major backlash, because how else could you explain why they thought it was okay to release the game in the state that it was? Gamers will just accept the fact that they've been screwed over by a corporation. They have in the past, and honestly, it really is a put your money where your mouth is. And I really think the request for refunds that led to PlayStation taking the game off the store is where the money was. Now, one of the biggest factors that played into people being deceived was CD Projekt's marketing. They swore up and down that they weren't like the other guys, and they would release the game when it was ready. And people believed them, because The Witcher 3 is an amazing game, with free cosmetic and quest-based DLC, an expansive narrative, compelling side quests, and paid DLC content that in some cases was better than the main story. I personally prefer Hearts of Stone. That was a 10-hour DLC for $10. CD Projekt had done so much right that I couldn't imagine them doing something so wrong. But they did, and it was a lesson for me, and hopefully a wake-up call for them. At least according to this article from IGN. In a new strategy presentation, CD Projekt is promising multiple changes by the way it markets future games, including focusing on shorter marketing campaigns and better manage expectations for what the game will look like at launch. Aside from the long marketing campaign, Cyberpunk 2077 sent mixed messaging regarding gameplay elements like full life paths and 24-day NPC cycles that ultimately didn't make the final release version. Perhaps most glaringly, CD Projekt didn't share what Cyberpunk 2077 looked like on non-PC hardware such as the PS4 and the Xbox One. And even then, those were controlled videos, with them showing what they wanted us to see. Now, CD Projekt claims that for now on, they are going to wait until its games are closer to launch before showing things like trailers, demos, or going in-depth about mechanics. Apparently that E3 demo from a couple years ago was fake. So, the company says it will still release teasers early in a game's development if it makes sense, but the actual marketing campaign will not kick off until much closer to launch. A major shift will be how CD Projekt maps out its plans for the public. In the past, the company released 5-year plans, but going forward, CD Projekt will shift to annual roadmaps to be more agile. For 2021, for example, CD Projekt roadmaps include next-gen updates, free DLC, and patches and updates for Cyberpunk 2077. And apparently in 2022, CD Projekt will begin a parallel AAA development for the Witcher franchise and the Cyberpunk franchise. Which honestly, I'm not sure how much of a good idea that is. They can barely handle developing one game, seemingly. And their patch for 1.2 really shows that. The patch fixes hundreds and hundreds of freaking issues, man. And once again, it just makes me wonder, what could they have been thinking releasing this game in the state that they did? Drawing ire from their fans, getting in trouble with their own government, losing the trust of everyone, and proving that they're no better than any of these other corporate cucks in this industry. It still sucks, man. And you know what? I have 50 hours in the game myself. I enjoyed my time on the game. I played it on the Series X. But I will never pretend like it's okay for a corporation to release a broken game just because I like it. Listen, The Witcher 1 compared to The Witcher 3 is vastly different. Maybe in the future they can make a game worthy of our time and our money. But as it stands right now, I don't believe anything these executives say. And we are definitely on wait and see time. But hey, that's it for me. And let me ask you, do you believe this promise to be better? Can you see yourself buying another CD Projekt game? I'm definitely going to be waiting for player reviews for any future titles, because honestly, you can't trust the media either. Like, some publications gave this game like a 95 to 100. Bro, I'm never going to understand it. But it is what it is. Some people cannot accept this idea that they can like a game and still criticize it. Let this serve as a warning for all of us. Let's stop pre-ordering games and trusting developers when they tell us something. The marketing, really. Okay, that's really it for me. I'll catch you guys for another video. Peace.